falling down cooler闇へ but never going back touch 向かえどうして高く上げて now die こんななんてもうグッバイ証拠にもなくファイナカマト Need another day I wanna know it from missing no more どこまでも抗ってこう今超えてく Also ready to break it up I'm not afraid yeah break it Give me the point throw in the dark 自分の力に変え wipe out 今ねじ曲げる視線 I never fall I never ever care for them 今立ち向かう and I defeat myself I got ghosts, keep myself safe from back foot I got ghosts, keep myself see a suspect Time away from me, stop my shadow Smooth, let us set my tongue on this fix I can nobody knows, cause I can't flow Live fast for the
Hello YouTube, I'm back again with another video. We're going to be watching about this hot police pursuit that takes place in Chicago, Illinois, apparently on March 4th in 2023, which is last year. And you can tell how by looking at the video the situation escalates very heavily and it gets very physical. And by looking at the man's reaction, he definitely had a feeling that they were suspecting him, which obviously made him look suspicious. He was literally looking at the police. They shove him to the ground. He resists arrest, and he refuses to comply with law enforcement. He tries to get past the officers, and his girlfriend is going to be pursued as well. But besides all this jibber jabber, I want to explain, just like car thieves in general, I do not have sympathy for them. Thieves in general. Where I come from, there's a lot of stealing. I don't live in Chicago, but there's a lot of hijacking, car thefts going on. And I know the reason why. They don't have to tell me. You don't have to hear that from a thief. It's part of a huge big operation where people will steal cars. And again, it could be, I don't know the situation, that some people could be doing it because they don't have a vehicle themselves. But a lot of times it's actually to take those cars and immediately sell them in order to make huge profits. And then they cut the money with the dealer that's looking for the vehicle. But to be real, you guys, it's very stupid to actually steal vehicles in the first place, because law enforcement can easily track your license plate. So he must have knew that the police were on his tail. And if I'm wrong, the house would you be able to see this huge pursuit? This chase would have not stopped, you guys, and it's deserved. And this guy's trying to play it off like he can't breathe. I hate when they use that excuse when they're caught in the crossfire or they're exposed and then they have to face real life consequences. Now all of a sudden they're suffering. They got health problems, or the police are being too aggressive. That they're not being treated fairly. They need to see medical support or whatever. They need to go to the hospital, whatever. The only way you're gonna go to the hospital unless a police officer is with them, unless a cop is actually walking beside them. You cannot let people like that out of your sight, because it's their sneaky way of trying to avoid punishment. And I don't know how they're gonna run for cops either way. There's gonna be police officers at the hospital regardless. Expect cops to be in the hospital. So. And although again, even though the audio is muted, you guys, the guy that's being handcuffed, he's more dramatic than the woman, because when you and I'm not trying to stereotype, but you notice how in situations people would think that the woman and the girlfriend is usually the loudest, but he's proving people wrong. So. And from what I understand, I don't know if it's 100% confirmed, but based on the description that I read in this video, that 2 cops actually end up getting severely hurt because of the situation. I don't know what type of damage they caused. I don't know if it's because he was like trying to shake the cops off him, or if he bit them or something, kicked them in the groin area. But yeah, it apparently ended up really bad for 2 officers in the situation. But besides just watching, just grabbing the video, I want to get to the important part, and that's what you guys want to see, of course. So let's skip this ad right here, obviously, because this is gonna be times. Let's get to the important part of the video. Like you said, like I said, resisting arrest, not complying with the officer's order. That's what I understand about people, like why they even still resist when they're already in handcuffs, especially when they already have a bunch of police cars, and they're already being like restrained by several like other officers, and especially you're being surrounded by all these police officers. How can you get out of a situation like that? Again, his best bet is just to comply, even though he's gonna have to go to jail. He's gonna have to like be charged or whatever. He's gonna have to face like the courtroom and stuff. But at the same time, because I want to get to the point. But this is unavoidable. The moment you're caught, you're always gonna have police officers chasing you. Unless he somehow were to go to another country, or if there was no proof. The only way, again, the only way you can avoid being arrested, unless they have no proof on you, and that's the only way you can claim your innocence. So doing all this extra stuff, acting like a child with a tantrum, isn't going to get him anywhere. That includes for anyone who wants to be ignorant about law enforcement. But at the same time, again, simply trying to do their job. And who's to say there aren't any corrupt police officers? And I said, and from what I'm looking at, these police officers are actually doing their job. There are police officers that can't take it, who will just get fed up, and then they will actually be very reckless. It may end up doing severe harm to someone, or they can end up traumatizing them, or they might accidentally, I don't know, I can't say accident. They even might try to do something immoral. So sometimes it's better just to comply, but only if it's a lawful order. But all this waiting just isn't getting anywhere. But I'm still curious about the 2 officers that were injured. I don't know if it was in the video or if it's outside the video, because I'm still that's something I'm missing on right now. So of course they brought the fire truck. Let's check it out. And I apologize to you guys that I can't play the audio in the video because I'm trying to avoid copyright. So it's not worth getting my channel hit with a strike or being blocked, whatever YouTube decides. But I'm doing the best I can. But it's to make sure the video's under fair use. So here he's trying to negotiate with police officers, claiming he's innocent, whatever. That he had no clue it was a stolen vehicle. My ass. So just seeing him whine is just like this is one thing I'm so curious. Why do these police officers try to like reason with criminals, especially those who aren't able to cooperate with you? I always found that very like unusual. To me, that never makes sense. If someone's not willing to cooperate, they're not willing to comply with me, and they refuse to be civilized, there's no reason to have a conversation in the first place. So they might as well just get it done now. Might as well just get it over with, and just put him in the vehicle and then just shut him up from there and just keep going. Because I don't think they're gonna get any answers from him. Because of course, people feel like if they give up too much information, they're most likely incriminating themselves. But they feel if they become honest, that they'll somehow get some lenient punishment, a lighter punishment. And here, since he's going all crazy, he's going through this phase where he's trying to act like he belongs in something. They have to put him in the freaking paramedic, so they gotta put him inside an ambulance. So At the same time, yes, I think that's actually a wise choice. Not to feel bad for the guy, but if he's really if he's refusing to go inside the police car, you might as well have restrain him, tie him up, put him inside the ambulance, and then they'll just like take you away from your worries, and then causes less stress. So I would say yes, that this was actually a better approach, because who knows what he could have done. Even if while he's handcuffed, who knows what he could have done while on the police car. But if you restrain him as well as have him handcuffed and then wrap him up into the stretcher, I think from there it just makes your job that much easier. So, but I shouldn't be giving any sympathy. The one thing I'm still curious, what happened to his girlfriend, because we didn't really see any updates on her. But again, here's just being ignorant. So whining that he's being abused, whatever. He's the one being annoying, and if anything, he's abusing himself. So by making the situation worse, so, and not willing to like just be able to like cooperate, because it'll make your life that much easier, you guys. So that would have been the more wiser and like better decision if he was so worried about getting injured. But that's enough for me to say about this clown. Again, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to check for more upcoming content later in the future. Be sure to check your notifications, comment, like, subscribe. Thank you.